We're gonna start off today's video with a big thank you to you guys. You guys, the comic book community who have been supporting this channel for almost 5 years now, which is a long amount of time. It's longer than I thought I would ever stay doing this content creation thing I've been doing for the past 5 years, but I've just fallen in love with it, and I've been pouring my passion for this hobby into these videos, and I guess it's working out because, guys, I believe last night, because I checked my phone while I was at the gym this morning, warming up on the bike, and I had surpassed, or should at least achieved, 5,000 subscribers, and the only thing I can say is thank you. You guys are sneaking amazing. I truly appreciate all of you who watch these videos week after week and also are subscribed to the channel, because you guys help support this channel so much, and we're continuing to grow, which is absolutely amazing. I don't know why you guys like to watch these videos so much. Probably because I am a complete numbskull and cannot pronounce anyone's name, and that's just funny. And who doesn't want to see me stumble over names all the time? Even though some of you guys do get annoyed down in the comments, but I have been trying to be better at it. I truly have. But guys, seriously, thank you. I cannot thank you guys so much. I am going to try to do some giveaway in the next few weeks. I'm going to start going through some books, pulling some books out of my personal collection to give back to you guys who have been supporting me. So I will do that, and that will be its own separate video. It will be a thank you video, but I just want to kick off this video because I just realized this morning at 5 a.m. that I had reached a big milestone for this channel. For myself, at least. For myself. I shouldn't say for the channel, even though it is my channel, but whatever. Thank you guys so much, and let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive right in to today's video. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back, yes, to another. I can't believe it's already the weekend once again, but it's time for another Final Order Cutoff highlights video. This video, this one right here, the one we're watching together, because I am going to watch this when I'm editing it, is the one where I scour Final Order Cutoff. I look for all the amazing covers that I want to get in front of you guys, so that way you guys have time to pre-order these books at that sweet discount at up to 35%. Up to, I didn't say every single book is going to be at that percentage, but up to 35% off the cover price of these open order books. You can sometimes get ratio books at a 10% discount, but I want to get these in front of you guys, so that way you guys have the knowledge going into this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. The order deadline date is March 10th of 2025. But yeah, I gotta get that stuff in front of you. I gotta get any speculation in front of you, and I read the synopsis for every single DC, Marvel, and a couple independents, trying to find out if there's any first appearance, second appearance, anything like that, and I also scour for any new #1 that I think sounds really interesting and we don't want to miss out on it. So we gotta get that pre-order in so we can save that percentage, so that way we can add that percentage back into our budget and buy more comic books. Support the hobby, guys. So let's not waste any more time. You guys saw the intro. It had the information that you guys need to know about everything about Final Order Cutoff. So let's dive right in to this weekend's Final Order Cutoff cover lever picks. All right, quick reminder that these are not all the covers that are available on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. There are so many more. I like to use the website League of Comic Geeks to check out everything that's currently available that has been released by all the publishers. And yeah, it's a great resource. There's a link for it down in the description below, as well as some other sites for your Final Order Cutoff needs. But guys, the first cover up that I saw that I fell absolutely immediately in love with was the Scorched issue number 39 with the cover D. It's done by Raymond Gay, and it is freaking amazing. The amount of detail that went into this cover, when you really look at it, is amazing. The motorcycle has so much detail, and this guy had to have had a motorcycle reference and like basically, I don't want to say copied it, but was able to get so many bike details. Even the brake calipers have like little indents like they do on actual motorcycles. So cool. But enough about the motorcycle. Check out She-Spawn. How freaking gorgeous does she look? Holy guacamole, so good. Next up, Absolute Superman issue number 6 with the cover C variant done by Puppeteer Lee. Badass. Absolutely badass. Next up is another cover for Absolute Superman issue number 6 with the cover D. This is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Rod Reis. Gorgeous again. So many good Superman covers, and I love his cape. If you're not reading it, it's made out of like some kind of particles. It's so cool. Love it. Love this Absolute Superman book. Next up, The Uncanny X-Men issue number 13 with the variant cover done by David Mack. I am not a huge David Mack fan, but this cover featuring Gambit is really nice. Next up, we got a few covers for Absolute Green Lantern issue number 1 with the cover B variant done by Juliet Nika. It's really nice. After that, it's probably my favorite cover, I think. This is Absolute Green Lantern issue number 1 with the cover E variant done by Ryan Benjamin. How badass is that? That's really cool. I don't know who this new Green Lantern is, but she looks like a bad freaking ass. Now, there is one more cover, but I found it late in my research. It'll come up later. Next up is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 41 with the cover F, which is a 1:25 black and white blood splatter variant done by Jenny Frison. Now, there is a cover B, which is the same cover, but it's colored. I don't like it as much. I really like this 1:25 black and white blood splatter. Really nice. Next up is another cover for the same book, but it is the cover C and the cover E 1:25 Virgin variant done by Miguel Mercado. So good. Really, what I like a lot about Erica Slaughter covers is when they don't sex her up too much. There's a lot of people who try to give her big boobs and other things. That is not quintessential Erica Slaughter. She should look scary, her eyes should be big, and her hair is kind of really cool. And Miguel Mercado, I think, just knocked it out of the park. There's like really no boobs at all. It's just blood, her face, that eye. Amazing job. Amazing job. Next up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 8. Now, this is the cover C variant done by Juan Vieira. Now, I am going to say, I have talked about this in the Discord. I don't like Juan Vieira because he's the main artist on this book. I'm not a huge fan of his. But this cover, when I first saw it, I kind of just saw April O'Neil and then the turtle reflecting on Donatello's metal shell and that new mayor character. But then when I looked at it again, in each section for the turtles, you got Michelangelo, Leonardo, or part of them, and then Raph in the middle. Epic. So good. It was such a great idea, and that is just such a good looking turtle drawing. Love this cover. Next up, Poison Ivy issue number 32 with the cover C variant done by a name I'm not gonna even butcher. Gorgeous. A little anime-ish in the face, but that's okay. The rest of it is amazing. Next is one of the coolest covers I've seen for a Hulk book in a while. The Incredible Hulk issue number 24 with the variant cover done by Dole. It is so cool. It's like one of those infinity things where it's just like goes on and on and on and on. And it's awesome. So good. Next up is Storm issue number 7 with the variant cover done by Gerald Perel. Gorgeous. Really like it. The hair almost looks like a cloud. It's really cool. Next up is an awesome cover. This is Hyde Street issue number 5 with the cover C variant done by Layla Les. So good. It's like one of those 80s workout VHS covers, but it has like a bloody handprint on it. How cool is that? Next up, Justice League The Atom Project issue number 4. Now this, in my opinion, is a really good Mark Spears cover. This is the cover B. It looks awesome. I'm not a huge Mark Spears fans. I think some of his covers are amazing, and other covers I don't care for so much, but this one featuring Adam is really great. Next up, Star Wars Jedi Knights issue number 2 with the variant in the 1:100 Virgin ratio variant done by Torrin Clark. Yoda baby, so good. Next up, Doctor Strange of Asgard issue number 2 with the 1:25 ratio variant done by Dan Panozin. Good. I don't love it. The hair kind of looks like an afterthought instead of being a main part of it. And is this Clea? If it's Clea, it looks kind of weird. But if not, maybe it's a new villain or something. I don't know. Most likely it's Clea. Next up, DC Horror presents Creature Commandos issue number 6 with the cover A done by Tirso Cons. So many of these covers done by Tirso Cons for this run have been so good. So good. Next up, Resurrection Man Quantum Karma issue number 1 with the cover A done by Jeff DeCall. Pretty good. Another cover for the same book, but this is the cover B done by Dan Panozin. Now this is a great Dan Panozin cover. Skull cover, flowers. Yeah, like the monotone colors with those bright red flowers that pop. So good. After that, Thundercats Lost, issue number 2. I am pumped to read issue number 1. I just hope this is like along the caliber of book that Chitara was. Chitara was such a good book, so I'm really hoping this is going to be awesome as well. We get a bunch of new Thundercats character in this variant cover in the cover L, which is a 1 in 10 version done by Jay Lee. Is freaking awesome. Next up is another cover by Jay Lee for an independent book. It's a new number 1. I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, issue number 1. The cover C, which is a 1 in 10 Death Sews a Dress variant done by Jay Lee. So from what I've seen of the covers, this girl kills people, skins them, and makes clothes out of their skin. And as you can see in this cover, you can see some faces in it. It's freaking creepy as all hell. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more covers. These all came in a little bit late. So first up, Predator vs. Spider-Man, issue number 1 with the variant cover done by Pepe Larraz. Pepe Larraz on Spider-Man is just so good. And the fact that he's going to be the main artist on the new Spider-Man run coming up, I'm pumped. Hopefully the writing is good. Next up, Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx, number 1, or is it NYX? Is it Nyx? NYX? I'm not sure. The cover C. The cover B is the same cover, but it has a trade dress. This cover C is a Virgin. It's done by Jonathan Galpon, and it is so good. Has a little bit... Guys, tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. This has a little bit of Greg Capullo in it. I feel very Greg Capullo in the face, in the details. Doesn't matter if Jonathan Galpon looks at him as like, you know, like someone to look up to and wants to draw like him. Go for it, kid, because this cover is awesome. The next cover, Absolute Green Lantern, issue number 1 with the cover J. It's a 1 in 50 ratio variant done by Helena Mazelis. This cover just got released sometime yesterday after I was done my research, and then I just double checked some things before I started recording this video, and this cover popped up. So cool. When you see the hands coming down, and it's like holding her head, and it's obviously some kind of bad thing because they're like leaking onto her face, but she's holding this new Green Lantern symbol, which is very, I don't know, it just looks a little different. It's really cool. Awesome cover. Not as good as the other one that I liked a lot previously in the video, but this cover is really good in my opinion. Now the final cover is a choice from Doc Comics down in the Discord. He really likes this. This could be a possible good spec one as well. I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, issue number 1 with the cover B variant, and this is the Rolling Stone Janet Jackson homage variant done by Daniel Lillard. Now I'll put the Janet Jackson Rolling Stone cover up as well. Such a great homage. Nailed it. And how gorgeous was Janet Jackson back in the day. Holy moly, she was a smoke show. But yeah, this cover is really cool. And because it is an homage, does that give it a little bit of spec? Maybe. Maybe. But guys, those are all my cover lover picks for this weekend's final order cutoff. Remember, the deadline date is Monday, March 10th. Not May, March 10th. All right, guys, that means it's time to move over to the next section, which are all the books, which are only a few that have something in the guts. All right, guys, we're going to roll through these pretty quickly. First up, Absolute Green Lantern, issue number 1 with the introduction to the Absolute Green Lantern. After that is Absolute Superman, issue number 6 in the synopsis. The very first line of it states, The Secret Origin of Absolute Batman. So we're getting the origin story for Absolute Batman in this issue, whatever that's going to be. After that, Birds of Prey, issue number 20 in the synopsis for this book. It states that there's going to be introducing a brand new team of villains, but then later in the synopsis, it does state that this team could be all old villains, just on a new team. So I'm not sure what the take from that. So there's possibly the introduction of a brand new team of villains. So it's a possibility. After that, Resurrection Man, Quantum Karma, issue number 1. Now, I read the synopsis, and it does say there is a new villain. So I'm taking that word new, and I'm going to say that's a possible first appearance of Gashido? I don't know how to pronounce the villain's names, but he's a new villain who is a sadistic World War II internment camp commander with a twisted version of Shelley's power. Now, Shelley is the Resurrection Man, so he's got the same powers as him, but they're a little twisted. So, possible first appearance of a new villain in this book. After that, Two-Face, issue number 5. The synopsis says, a mysterious and dangerous new villain storms the Gotham underground. Now, is this truly a new villain? I don't know. So many of these synopsises are saying new, but a lot of the times it's not like new. I checked Key Collector, seeing if they had any additional info locking in if these are first appearances, but none of them were popping up. So again, you guys have to do your own research. This is a big thing at the beginning of the video that I always say, do your own research. After that, this one was on Key Collector. This is Storm issue number 7 with the first appearance of Shango and Marmarang. In story, they are thunder gods who previously appeared in Thor and Hercules, Encyclopedia Mythologica, and the reintroduction and redesign of Thunder Gods. I'm gonna leave the names up on screen, guys, because I just tried to pronounce it for the last like 3 minutes, and I cannot nail any of these names. But guys, they're up on screen right now. Continuing on, the Ultimates. The synopsis states, a new hero approaches. So this is going to be the first appearance of a new Ultimate hero, probably already in the 616, but this is going to be the first appearance in the Ultimates. So they do say that. Again, I am reading the synopsis and trying to pull out information from those. After that, Star Wars Jedi Knights, issue number 2 with the first appearance of Atha Prime, which previously appeared on the variant cover of Legacy of Vader, issue number 1. And I believe there's 2 more books. Next up is Black Ritual, the Book of Nyx, or NYX, issue number 1. Now, this is just a new book in the Spawn universe. Sometimes these books do well in the future if the print run isn't too large, so keep an eye on that. And last but not least, guys, is Hyde Street issue number 5. Now, this has the possible first appearance or origin story of Miss Glee Goodbody. Now, I asked the Discord if she had a first appearance in Hyde Street issue number 1 because my copy's down in the basement, and I'm not going to go digging in that mess down right now. The basement is a gigantic mess. Every single winter, stuff just gets shoved down there, and then we deal with it with the spring, so it is a poop show. But she did have a cover appearance in issue number 1, so maybe she had a slight appearance in there as well, but that's probably more of a cameo and not a true first appearance. So keep an eye on this book, because I think this book is freaking awesome, and I can see them optioning this in the future. All right, guys, that's everything I found in the guts. There are 2 covers that I think you should keep an eye on for speculation. And first up is Absolute Green Lantern issue number 1 with the cover K, which is a 1/100 black and white Virgin variant. And the cover is done by Janoy Lindsay. And the other cover that I think, and also Dot Comics from the Discord, think you should keep an eye on is Star Wars Jedi Knights issue number 2 with the 1/100 Virgin ratio variant done by Tor and Clark. It's issue number 2, so the orders won't be as big as issue number 1, so there will probably less of these 1/100s than the 1/100 for issue number 1. All right, guys, that is everything about speculation that I found for you guys to share with you guys. Now I'm going to cover the new number 1s that I think you guys should consider picking up or pre-ordering. I always say pick up, pre-ordering, because I think the stories sound so freaking good. All right, guys, I went through all the new number 1s that are available for pre-order on this weekend's final order cutoff, and I picked out 2 that I'm really excited about. So let's go ahead and talk about those. First up, Absolute Green Lantern issue number 1. I am a huge fan of DC Comics. I'm not going to hide it. I'm going to sing it loud and proud, and I am loving this Absolute universe. I think everything so far has been absolutely fantastic. Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman are all home runs, in my opinion. We're getting 3 more. We're getting Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash, and Absolute Martian Manhunter, and I'm excited for all of them. So let's go ahead and read the very brief synopsis that DC Comics gives for issue number 1. Al Ewing and Janoy Lindsay get cosmic in the Absolute universe. Without the core, without the ring, without the willpower, what's left is the Absolute Green Lantern. That is it, guys. And the creative team, if you did not know, are Al Ewing as writer and Janoy Lindsay as the artist. But that's all we get. All right, guys, next up is another book. It's a black label book from DC Comics. That's right, 2 DC books. I know, DC shill right here, DC shill. But the last book that I'm really excited about is Resurrection Man Quantum Karma issue number 1. Now, I have no idea who the Resurrection Man is, but why I am excited is the creative team on this book. The writer is going to be Ron V. He's one of my favorite writers. He's just different. His stories hit differently. He has a way with dialogue. He has a way with the storytelling that's just absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy it. I wish I was more eloquent and I can use some wordsmithing and just like really tell you guys about this man, but he is just so good at writing. I love his books. It's gonna have art by Butch Geis. I want to say that's how it's pronounced, and I love the fact that his first name is Butch. I haven't heard that name in so long. I think the last person that I knew with the name Butch was my I played football when I was little, 1 year when I was in 6th grade, and the coach's name was Butch. That's the last person that I've ever met named Butch, all the way back in 6th grade. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis for Resurrection Man Quantum Karma, issue number 1. He's back! Mitch Shelley, the Resurrection Man, has led thousands of lives, and with each unexpected death in Resurrection comes a new superpower. That's freaking awesome. But after living a life to its natural conclusion, Mitch Shelley is awoken by a new purpose in power, saving the universe. Follow the Resurrection Man through time as he fights against a monster of his own creation. The name I'm not going to try to pronounce because I'm totally going to butcher it, but this is that new villain that I was telling you guys about earlier. A sadistic World War II internment camp commander who has inherited a twisted version of Shelley's powers. The lines of cosmic order will begin to blur as no good deed goes unpunished. And whatever the cause, whatever the consequence, this much is true. He's dying to save you. Because he's the Resurrection Man. He dies, he resurrects. He dies, he resurrects. It's like the freaking Phoenix. So good. Yeah, it's a Black Label book, so it's out of continuity, which is fantastic. I'm not sure how long of a series this is going to be. Is it a 6 issue or 12 issue? Hopefully it's a 12, because I think Ron V does better with more issues, because he can really let his storytelling blossom. And I'm sorry about the train noise, guys, because I live right next to the train tracks, so... But those are the 2 books that I am super excited about. They're both DC books, I know, but that's really what I am excited about right now is really good storytelling, and I think we're going to get good stories in both of these. All right, guys, that is it for today's video, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, I gotta say one more time, a huge thank you to all the supporters of this channel. Everyone who watches these videos every single week, or mostly every single week, the people who are subscribing to the channel, all of you guys, it just keeps me coming back week after week, continuing to make this content. And when I saw 5,000 subscribers at the gym, the biggest smile went across my face. I've been working towards just growing this channel, and it's been a slow growth, and that's okay with me. I'm not looking to become some gigantic YouTuber like Comic Tom or anything like that, even though it would be cool. I would love to have that kind of influence on the community, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I hope I can share my passion and the little bit of knowledge that I have with you guys. And this is a great thing that I'm going to remind you guys, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, there are some super knowledgeable comic book collectors down in that Discord. People are sharing really great finds. They are sharing their knowledge. They have a book club that people read the same book every single week, and they all get to share their thoughts on it. It's just a great building community. So if you guys want to be part of that, if you don't have that group of people close by to you, come join this Discord. Find your people. We are your people. We're here to share our excitement for this hobby with you guys. You're not alone. You're not the only comic book collector out there. If you feel that way, come join us. All right, let's go on. Let's finish this up because I'm already rambling. But guys, thank you guys so much for helping me get to 5,000 subscribers. Let's get to 10,000. Let's get to 20,000. Let's get to 100,000. That'd be crazy. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're still watching this video right now, all the way from the beginning, all the way to this point in the video right now, you guys know what you are. You guys are the legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Next up, if you guys watched that video and you enjoy comic book content and you're not subscribed, well, get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Be subscriber 5001, or 2, or 3, or 4. Be amazing. I would really appreciate it. And last but not least, guys, smash the like button. It really does help the channel out the most. It's free. You guys don't have to pay anything to do it. Spend a little bit of energy at just making your finger go. That's it. That's all you got to do. And that's going to do it for this week's videos. So, hope you have a great weekend. a great final order cutoff. Make sure you get caught up on your comics because New Comic Book Day is right around the corner, and I'll be back on Tuesday with my Wednesday pull list to let you guys know what you guys need to be picking up next week as well on New Comic Day. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.